during this pandemic, this quarantine order that all the artists, everyone is stuck at home, no real shows on the road. How have you been handling it?
I still been having shows.
Okay.
Before this started happening, I was supposed to be on a college tour. So
Mm.
those colleges find a way to work behind everything, and it was fire. Like they found a way on my stuff to the house, so it was lit.
Okay, so we doing like virtual shows, virtual concerts, basically. You get to stay home.
Use virtual everything. We did iPhone from home too, so.
That is fire. That is super, super fire. How does that feel? I know it's a big change, but how does it feel to do, shows virtually versus, on the road and actually with the people?
It is a little bit weird trying to like hype it up with nobody there because I do the mosh pits and I like the super lit shit all the time. So
Facts.
it is an experience, but we do Q&As at the end and stuff, so I guess they get to express to me how my performance was and stuff. But
Right.
all in all, I definitely miss my real shows much more.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel you, especially the mosh pits, man. Those are
the mosh pits, the energy, all that.
Yeah. It's something about it just could never, we do our best, to translate it through the screens, but it's nothing compared to that real life energy and the fans actually seeing you. Like, definitely agree with you. So what is some advice you could give for those that are actually staying at home that are artists right now?
I would tell them to record. I know that it's like hard to record right now because it's no inspiration, there's nowhere to go, but you should just be recording all the time.
Right. And is that what you're doing right now? We just in the process of recording because we got some new music out. We got some projects dropping for the fans.
Wow. I mean, I never stop recording.
Right.
Like, even when the project is done, like I just keep going because I just feel as though it's never too late, like to make a song. Like
Right. That's what's up. Definitely appreciate you. So now let the people know exactly, for those that don't know, where exactly are you representing your hometown?
I am representing PG County. I guess PG County. I mean,
okay.
Now I wasn't born in PG, but I've been living here my whole life. I love it here.
Okay. And what is something that your fans don't know you used to do before the music, before the fame? What was Rico Nasty known for?
I didn't really do nothing.
What were you doing? Like,
I didn't do anything. I was just a regular person. I had like a job.
Okay. Where were you working? What was our job like? Because you gotta sometimes go to the past.
The hospital.
The hospital? Okay. Yeah, that's a good job.
Like when you first walk in, you would see me.
Okay. All right. So, hey, welcome to such and such. How can I help you? Broken leg, 6th floor.
You can go here, sign in, give you the wristbands, blah, blah, blah.
That's amazing. Can you imagine you giving out wristbands to now people having to buy wristbands for your shows? That's a complex.
That's full circle right there.
That's full circle, sis. You feel me? So tell me, how has your upbringing defined your sound and the music that you create?
Well, I feel like my upbringing was really based around a lot of music, around a whole lot of waking up hearing music. My cousins had a different taste in music. My family had an amazing taste in music. My aunts, my mom, everybody was always listening to different shit. Even like my grandparents, like Marvin Gaye, like ever since I was younger, I remember music. It was part of everything that we did whenever there was a family event. And also my dad was a rapper. So it was just something that was always around and I always kind of wanted to get into it. But obviously it's just, you're not good enough and you 1 in a million, blah, blah, blah. So.
Right. And were those things kind of like determining factors for whether you wanted to pursue the music fully before you actually decided to like really take it seriously?
Well, it's like I had my kid and then it was one of them things where everybody was kind of asking me all the time, what you about to do? Like, what you about to do? What are you about to do? And I didn't know. And I remember having a talk with a lot of older people in my life and they just said, well, do whatever makes you happy. And music made me happy. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to really do this. And
right.
I took it serious. I took myself serious. And I guess people started taking me serious.
which is a key factor for a lot of artists, you know. And I'm so glad that that older person told you to follow your dreams and to follow your heart, because that is exactly where it leads you to where you are right now. And I think it translates in your music, it translates when people see you perform. It's definitely something that we're grateful that you took that advice. Okay. So my first introduction to you, honestly, was Sugar Trap era. Okay, you had Poppin', Key Lime OG, feel me? Those were like my starting DJing days. I was like, yo, this Rico nasty chick is sick. Like, and not to mention, you really had like your own style even then. Okay, so tell us the growth between, you know, Sugar Trap to you going on to now your recent last project, Anger Management. Tell us about the growth between, you know, those projects and how you are as an artist now.
When I was making Sugar Trap, I felt like I was trying, like, not necessarily trying to be something, but trying to impress, trying to make my mark, trying to get people to hear me, I guess. So versus now, it's like when I make my music, I don't really make it for people to like it. And I feel like that made people like it even more because I'm not trying to do stuff
For
please.
them. Right,
So,
right.
like, even with iPhone, like, so many people was just like, this is so random. I can't believe that the same person that made this song could make this. But that goes also back to what I said. It's just not leaving the studio and just keep on working. And you would be surprised the type of shit that you make when you've been in the studio for 3 days and it's 4. You know, your brain literally starts just
going crazy.
going.
Yeah.
You appreciate that. So I feel like the difference between then and now was like I would make a real good song and I would leave and I go party and I go get lit and I go celebrate because I know
Right.
it's rock. But now I don't celebrate. I just because this song is great, but the next one is going to be even better because this one was better than the last one.
Right,
So
right.
it
And
just
I
makes
love that.
it make me excited. I love recording. That's like my favorite thing to do, and I can honestly say that when I first started rapping, I was only in the studio probably like 3 hours a week. Like,
Wow, only 3 hours a week?
I
So
would like
damn.
literally write a song, get dressed, get cute as shit to go to the studio. And it was about being cute and about shooting snippets and about like, you know what I'm saying? Being
Where
in
now
that.
you've developed your artistry now.
But now it's like I go to the studio and if you try to record me in the studio, you getting bopped because I'm like in the zone. Like I'm like, please don't record me, don't do none of that. So
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah.
That's super, super dope. You know, you really took your career serious because, you know, artists tend to get into the game. And, you know, yes, it's all fun and giggles, but if you really want people like to take you serious, you got to take your own self serious and your own music serious. So
Also as a woman, because like
talk
in
about
the
it.
beginning, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it's like, oh my god, I'm cute as shit. I'm the cutest thing walking, right? Like that's how you feel. Your ego gets so big that you go into the studio and you're making like 2 songs and like they're not that good, but the internet hyping you up, you feeling so good, not focused on like perfecting your craft and getting better. So shout out to all the people that really noticed that I've gotten better since then, because it really went from everything focused on like the aesthetic and the style and like I'm
Yes.
fresh and I'm this and I'm that and I'm spending more time at the mall and more time at the club than I was
Yeah.
at the studio. So
Yeah. For
this
sure.
is
Because
hard.
nah, it's definitely a growth, literally a growth for me witnessing you from YouTube to main stage, main screen. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you took your artistry serious, would you say you have developed your own sound? Like it's a Rico nasty sound when people hear a record? Or are you still searching for that?
No, I feel like my voice is just
Distinctive. Like we know it's Rico.
so with Juicy J like a couple nights ago. And bro, he's such a legend that when he just told me straight up, like, your voice so strong, I immediately like in my head was like, damn, like that's not really a compliment. It's more like I felt some type of way about it. But then we're recording and we're making songs and he's like teaching me shit, bro, because he's a fucking genius. He's teaching me
Of course. I mean, Juicy J.
the leveling of the screens and manage it so it's tolerable and it's not like going crazy. And I'm just really thankful for people like that, people that like OGs that tell me like your voice is strong and that shit is so hard because you know when it's you. So it's like I feel like I just of course, practice makes perfect.
Yep.
And it's always good to just keep practicing, because just because one time goes good don't mean everything gonna go good, bro. You gotta keep working.
And how do you develop that discipline? Because that takes a lot of discipline to really say, you know what, without anybody forcing you, I'm going to just go in the studio, lock in. I'm going to make sure I'm actually getting better. I'm actually going to structure my songs. I'm actually going to do this for my style. And like, what developed that discipline in you to really, like, you know, do what you do?
Well, I feel as though, like, when I was touring a lot and I was seeing, like, so many people that I was inspiring to make music and be good and want to change their lives, like, I just felt like if I'm out here preaching all this shit, I should at least be good at what I'm doing.
Mm, that's dope. That's dope. That's really, really dope. Discipline is key, y'all. Discipline is definitely key. Rico nasty, man. I love you, girl. I love you. So, this being said, your style. We got to talk about your style, because your style is one of the top.
I look wild, but shout out to the Rico Nasty blanket.
But even so, you know what I'm saying? This is an aesthetic right here. People are going to go wear hoodies, wear cheetah print bucket hats, and call it a thing because Rico Nasty did it. You feel me? So let's talk about your style. What inspires you to take those risks in a sense? Because, you know, it's not the typical sexy in a sense where you're showing boobs, you know, it's a bunch of ass. You're actually doing different color hair and different styles and different clothing and the makeup. Shout out to your makeup artist. Always having you looking super, super popping. Explain to me and basically just describe your style in a sense and how it is different and, you know, what makes it Rico Nasty style, basically.
Well, I feel like I just dressed how I wanted to dress when I was broke. So I just bought all the stuff like that I had like a long ass wish list originally, like before and I just bought all this stuff. And now it's like I'm a very minimal person. Like I said, I'm in the studio a lot, so I don't really go to the mall as much and shop as much. So whenever my stylist pulls clothes and brings me like cool shit, I just buy it. I just buy the shit. Like,
okay.
Or if it's a bag, I just be like, hit them and tell them that I won't buy it, and I just buy it. And I guess that's growth, cause like I used to go to like these Gucci stores and spend so much money and get mad as shit when I get on Instagram seeing another bitch with my shit, cause it's there, and it ain't even like they just got style, cause I have style, so they be like at that point Gucci only got 10 bags. You a bad bitch. We're going for that 1 out of 10. Like it's a given.
Right,
so I going to my stylist directly, and yeah, big shout out to like the people that do my makeup, because I be sleeping as shit. They be and I be knocked out. Like so that's
but them looks be beat. Them looks be real.
And it's crazy now too. Like speaking of like the back, like way back in Sugar Trap, because I put my own makeup then, and then I started working with my makeup artist. But now it's like I have my own makeup line with El Maquillage, and it's just
and
so
let's
much.
talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I seen you from the YouTube days when you was in the mirror with the straightener, doing your hair, taking the tracks out. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen you from the start to now having your own makeup line. How does that feel? Number one.
Well, it feels really good. I worked really hard, and I took a lot of time on making sure that it was right, because I had been seeing like so much shit going on in the makeup community. Like there's no a variety. There's not really that many black girls doing stuff, and they're not really nothing like, if it is makeup, it ain't crazy shit. Like, you know, they're just making people do these specific things. So I just want whoever I work with to take me serious once again, and not just have like, oh, we're working with a rapper, we're working with an artist, and it really be like, no, let me bring you guys into my world. Like another thing about the collab is like on the box it says featuring, because I was like, I'm a rapper, like I don't want it to say X, I don't want it to, you know, it's just guys into my world. Like, and I appreciate them for actually taking their time and not rushing me and not being like, okay, we got to do this, because definitely when COVID hit, we were supposed to do the launch and stuff. Everything wound up working out perfectly, because we didn't do the launch, we did the launch finally when iPhone dropped, and everything was really awesome.
And yes, and the makeup that is on the cover for our iPhone, is that all on your line? Can we expect that?
Yeah, that's on the lo-fi palette. I don't know if you guys have been like paying attention, but like any photo that you've seen of me, like, and it says makeup by me and I've done my own makeup, that's my makeup. That's me trying out.
Okay, little gem for you guys out there. All right, so I'm excited. Let's talk about iPhone because it's definitely something that, well, somewhat a new lane in the sense of music that you're experimenting with. Your fans can tell that you are trying new things. Tell me exactly, how did you feel even creating the song?
Well, when I made the song, it was my first. That's crazy too. Every time I make a song that's crazy, it's always my first time meeting that person. Like when I first met Kenny, I made Smack a Bitch. When I first meet them, I made fucking iPhone. So
Wow.
I went out to dinner with my A&R, and he was just like, you know, they're coming to the studio, which was crazy because we had talked about them a while ago. He put me onto them, and I was like, this shit is so hard. So the next time I came, they're coming to the studio. So I was like, you know what? Okay, let me put my motherfucking creative shit on because
Right.
obviously they're not gonna come with some shit that I'm used to. They're gonna come with, you know, their shit, and I'm down for that. Like I want to try that. So when they came to the studio, it was just great vibes. Like Dylan he's a very chill person. He's not like super hype and talkative. He's very chill, and he just got to work. And I love about him that it wasn't really like no life story introduction. Hello, who are you? Where did you come from? Where were you know, what did, like, nothing. It was like, what type of sounds you going for? And I was like, think about like MySpace. Boom. He just starts working, and then from there I just tell him, yeah, I like that. Keep going, I like that. What if we add something like this? I like that.
So
And
he
then,
was making the actual beat on site while you were there, basically.
yeah,
That's fine.
that's normally how it works. I like it like that.
Okay, now that's a dope ass process. I feel like that makes it even more intimate because you're literally side by side with the producer creating your sound.
Yep. And not only that, but you're learning too.
Right.
I feel like in this industry, like you gotta make sure that you learn. Everything isn't put in front of you just so you can make a song. Like some shit you really gotta learn from. And him was get to work.
Right.
Don't get in here and we talking and we're trying to make the vibe. The music speak for itself. The music can make the vibe. And I tell you that because like after we made the song, we just dancing. And then we get, and then it's like, once you guys are creatively connected, that's how it is as an artist. Like once that wall is down and I know I can fuck with you on a creative aspect, I can get direction, then you my mans. Where you from? Who are you?
Right. Then we can talk about conversations and all those other things.
Man, I love him. I really appreciate when he came too, because that was a time where I was making a lot of rock music, and this is not. I don't want to keep doing this. We have to do something. We have to try something new.
And was it uncomfortable for you in a sense to try something new, or are you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it because I want to see what I can do and what I'm capable of doing?
I mean, it's always uncomfortable because like you go in the studio and it doesn't sound good the first time. That doesn't sound good the first
That's
time.
real shit. And artists got to understand that it's not always gonna sound good the very first time.
Nah, like it sounds like shit. You had to practice whatever they work magic on my voice, so whatever they did took some time for me to learn the way they did it. So once we did that though, trial and error, was lit.
Cool. So are you planning to experiment more with the hyper pop sound? Because I know I've seen some people mentioning that they want you to kind of hit that lane and do some things in that.
I feel like I'm a really experimental person, and I love the way iPhone is doing, and I love all the fans that love it. But my only thing is that I don't think that I can make that music all the time. Like it's very cool and I love it, but I want to just make music that's true to me. So I put iPhone out because that was the best one of, you know, what we did together, and it was a great representation of a collaboration.
That's
so
dope.
But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be doing like, you know, because I feel like people are like, is she gonna go completely that way? Like I'm not, but you know, it's never, can always try new shit. I always want people to know that you can always try new stuff. You don't have to just stick in one box just because people like it.
And I was just gonna ask you that too. Do you feel like you don't want to be stuck in a box? You want to continue to try different genres, different elements, and add to the sound of Rico Nasty?
I have to, because then,
Mm-hmm.
like, imagine like 5 years if my music sounds the same. My music doesn't sound the same from when I came out, so
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like you gotta keep going.
And
Always.
it's important to progress too. You know what I'm saying? Because you do develop new fans anyways when you start to, you know what I'm saying, experiment with different things. So definitely, I'm here for it all. Everything that you have dropped recently has just been A1 to me, and I just love the growth and how far you are coming from and how far you're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about the experiences that have shaped the content of your music. And where do you find inspiration when making music?
I find a lot of my inspiration from just my emotions. And sometimes I feel like I dropped anger management because that was a representation of me getting super angry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of my emotions are extremes either way you go about it. And that's why iPhone, once again, I dropped it because I felt like this shows me at my peak of happiness. And then other music shows me at my low points. So,
Mm-hmm.
you're either really happy or really sad. And a lot of people say that that's like bipolar disorder, but God willing, I don't have that. So we're not about to put that in the air. But I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of times as a girl, you are extremely passionate about stuff, or you just don't care. So
Yeah.
it's like the music always is a reflection of really good and really bad and really hard and really soft. And yeah, I don't.
Okay, that's dope.
The inspirations come from the world. The world is really fucked, but
Mm.
it can be good sometimes.
Yeah, I is you have to kind of see it glass half full.
Yep.
If you want to really achieve some type of happiness in your life, you got to see life that way
You can't
sometimes.
and that everything is empty.
Exactly, exactly. So let's talk about your next project, Nightmare Vacation. Is it a vacation or a nightmare? Like, describe to us what could we expect with this future project? Because I
Nightmare.
mean, anger management was. Let me tell you, when I say kudos to you and Kenny Beats for really putting together a super dope project, super amazing. Now, what can we look forward to this?
I feel like this project is more so a reflection of like what I've been going through. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have I've learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a lot about what I want from life. And I think that nightmare vacation just means that I'm at a place where I'm really, really happy at where I've gotten, but I'm also like kind of sad because I feel like shit could always be better. But I feel like a lot relate to that because life can always be better, but it's up to you to see whether you looking at it like a nightmare or a vacation. Like vacations don't always go good. Like you can go to a
I love that. Wow.
and that shit be so fucked up. The first couple hours of the vacation is raining. You didn't get checked in a hotel. You lost your bags. Like all types of shit be happening. Once you
That's a
settle,
fact.
shit be good. It's fun. You enjoy it. So
Right.
I feel like that's just where I am in my life. So there's a lot of love songs. There's a lot of rage songs. There's a lot of like how I feel about everything type songs. But it's still hard and it's still Rico and it's still vulnerable. As vulnerable as I can get because I am still very guarded. But
Okay. I love it. I love it. Could we expect or any insight to the production we could look forward to? Any collaborations? A little.
so okay. Don Tolliver just said the vocals in. So that's major. I'm really, really happy about that. And
Okay.
I just shot a video last time I was in LA. Um, there's 14 songs on the project. Amine's on it. Trippy's on it. It's like one more person. I'm not gonna give all the features,
Yeah,
but it's like
it's enough.
and
You quench my thirst.
as
Thank you.
part of production, there's Take a Day Trip, There's obviously Dylan Brady and 100 Gex. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Internet Money.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right, so all right, listen, y'all got the first insight to a little situation. We could look forward to this new project. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's a vacation. Okay, I'm not gonna call it a night. It's gonna be a vacation for me. So you spoke a little bit in the past about being a Black woman and being a mother in music, right? Do you feel as if, especially in these times, that you find yourself having to face more adversity in the music game, or do you feel like shit, it's all good with you?
I mean, being
Basically, your experience as a Black woman and a mother in the music industry.
is difficult in itself. Being a Black woman is difficult because you can't make mistakes like everyone else makes mistakes. There's no room for you to make mistakes. There's no room for you to mess up. There's no room for you to say shit wrong. You're just supposed to know the right answers to everything. You're supposed to keep your composure at all times. You're supposed to be the most respectful even when people are the most disrespectful to you. And to top it off, the type of music that I make, I oftentimes get a lot of people that just try to antagonize me and get that
Mm-hmm.
major. They want to see it live in the flesh. Like, how mad can we get her? So
Right.
it's very difficult sometimes, like when you don't agree with something or when you don't like something and you're trying to find the not necessarily passive way to say it, but like, you're trying to get through it and you don't want to be that person. But what I have learned in all of this is that if if you have a problem with something, it's really good to just be vocal with it. And it's really awesome that I have a team of people around me that, like, we've worked together for a very long time. And
Mm-hmm.
we all kind of know what we're trying to do with everything. So it helps. It helps a lot. I mean, when you don't have a team that knows where you want to go and what you're trying to do, it's really frustrating. But when you got people that kind of get the gist of your movement and what you're trying to do, it caters to it and they understand you. But being a mom, that's a whole other ball game. I miss my baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy now because obviously I always want to bring him with me, but now
Right.
with this, I don't want to take him nowhere. So
Exactly. No, I totally feel you on that, for real. It's like there's no room to make mistakes. There's no room to have any growth as a Black woman. I definitely feel you on that, for sure, for sure. But what are some ways that you personally have seen the growth to handle the negative and the backlash that you do receive? Just being a Black woman and doing music and trying rock and doing this type of style. You know what I'm saying? How does Rico Nasty handle the backlash?
I handle the backlash by choosing when I am ready to deal with it. I feel like oftentimes you feel,
Oh.
I
Yeah,
feel
sorry.
like oftentimes you do stuff because there's a lot of people telling you to do it, and there's a lot of people that's like, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I feel like I pick when I want to deal with my stuff and when I want to deal with my issues, and um, I also give myself time to learn about whatever I may have did wrong in the situation, or
Mm,
like take time to just be a human being, because people could go real hard on you.
yeah, especially being in the limelight, being a celebrity.
Yeah,
That's when people really wanna.
they want to get you. They want you to kill yourself. I'm telling you,
They do. They do.
they feel as though you don't deserve to do anything because
Mm-hmm.
they feel like they don't deserve to do stuff.
Right. Right.
But you just gotta make sure that I mean, I know a lot of people and that I knew that went through a lot of shit, and they are very strong people, like such as X and Doja, and it's a lot of people that go through shit and they deal with it the best that they can. So that's what I think everybody should do.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Rico. Deal with it the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel you. So we got to see the sexy side of Rico, okay, with the savage Fenty. I was like, hold on, sis, what's that called? First of all, because that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell us about you becoming Rico Nasty. okay, with the Savage Fenty. How does that feel to show this side of Rico? You know what I'm saying? We're seeing very, very doll baby-esque photos, and you know what I'm saying?
It's really crazy that Rihanna even acknowledges my existence, okay?
Okay, listen, it's a good day.
That's a little crazy because I really am a person that loves Rihanna and I love everything that she does. So it's just super crazy that she's like, you're sexy. I mean, like, you know, when you really think about it, I'm thinking Fenty Beauty. I'm thinking she gotta see these looks, but for her to be like, nah, this is something sexy about her that can sell lingerie. I am like, let me bring the sexy out. Hello.
Yes.
When I do those Savage Fenty shoots, anybody that you ever ask will tell you, I'm listening to Rihanna. I'm wearing Fenty Beauty. Okay, so I think it's the Rihanna in the room. Like, you feel me? Like the ambiance. And I also take my pictures with a mirror in front of me.
Oh yeah, that's confidence right there.
Just for the Savage Fenty pictures though. Like for the other photo shoots that I might do with magazines, I'm not like, hey, can you put a mirror here? But for those, I need to pose. Hello. So I make sure there's a mirror there, and I make sure it's just a good vibe at the shoot because sexy, you have to feel sexy. You have to be in a really good mood.
What's your one go-to Riri song while you in a Savage shoot?
Oh my gosh. Sex with Me.
Yeah, girl. That's my jam too.
That's like the top of like all my playlists, like my dance playlist, my cleaning playlist, my model playlist, like all of it. I love Sex with Me. That's my favorite song.
That's so dope. So dope. So really quick, do you have a dream collaboration if you didn't already achieve it yet?
Well, I'm in the industry with a bunch of musical geniuses, so there's always like fucking collabs that I want. Definitely.
Who's your top 2 collabs? Budget is wide open and they're ready right now for you. Who would it be?
Wide open?
Budget's wide open.
Oh my god.
Like it's wide open. Who you want?
Tyler, the Creator, because the music video, chef's kiss. Okay.
Yes.
The merch that would come in it. Okay. Hello. So then, another one. Rihanna's a given, but I'm not gonna use Rihanna. And I'm gonna let her do her because I feel like some people is pressing my sis. They're pressing my good sis, and I'm not gonna do it to her. What she's doing over there is probably amazing.
Facts. I ain't mad at sis.
Okay, so we're not gonna rush Rihanna with the feature. When she comes, she knows who to come to. Okay,
exactly.
So, Tyler, and definitely, without a doubt, I'm going to have to say Coldplay, and that's just because I'm.
Whoa! Rico Nasty and fucking Coldplay? Are you serious?
But I would like to know. So that's
my mind just blew just now. That shit. Listen.
Do you know how crazy that would be?
Who your A&R? Let's get him on the phone.
Come on, where you at?
What do you got? Make it happen, man. Okay, that is greatness. I would love to hear that. That shit sounds fire already, and it's not even out. Yeah. Okay. Nah, that is dope. That is super dope. Tyler, the Creator, and Coldplay will be your dream collaborations. That is fire. Kim Chanel says she could hear you on a Pharrell beat too, working with Pharrell.
I love Pharrell. That's DMV right there. I love Pharrell.
Right.
I love Missy. I love.
Ooh, you want a Missy track?
Come on.
No Rico. You know she gotta do the legendary No Rico.
Crazy.
That would be so fire. So really quick, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. What are some new artists that you actually are listening to as well?
PP Cocaine. And I like Mulatto.
Okay. Yes. Dropped a new project. Shout out to the girl gangs over there.
Yeah, she hard. Like, and I like her because like she been doing this shit for a while. And she be working. I really and who else? What is that guy's name? Fucking where's my phone? Oh my god, I'm on my fucking Brent Fayez.
Okay, Brent, yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay,
But
that's dope.
Brent's not new. He's been out for a while, but his new
Yeah,
project
he has.
I can listen to it front to back.
But he's new. He's. I feel like Brent is really slept on though. Like he's new to a lot of people that haven't really woke up to Brent yet. So
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. So tell us your vision for the next 5 years. Where can we see Rico? What does she want to do? You know what I'm saying? Taking over the world. What is it?
Taking over the world, hopefully. Taking over the world and raising my son and just being at peace, I guess.
I love that. I love that. Pieces, something you can't buy. So I love that. Okay, and last but not least, what is one thing people often get wrong about you?
I think that things that people often get wrong about me is that I'm an evil person.
Mm.
They think because of my music. I get that a lot. A lot of people or fans, when they come up to me, they'll like be shaking
Mm.
because they think I'm gonna be reject them, and I don't know what the fuck people be thinking I'm gonna do to them, but nervous, and they're just like, I don't know, because the music is just like, I know you're saying the music, you don't want nobody to talk to you, blah blah. And I'm like, it's you don't count. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about else. I love you. So I just feel like people just think I'm like, yeah, probably like a bitch.
Oh, okay.
But they think every black woman is a bitch. So I guess
and
I'm a bitch.
sometimes I'll
Like,
be that bitch.
I be that bitch.
Okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Also, what is one thing you want people to learn about you, or what is the takeaway from your music you want people to take from your music?
Oh my God, every time I drop a project, I just want people to have fun. I just don't I don't want people to overanalyze and ooh, this is this and this and this. I just want people to have fun, bro. I just want people to dance in a fucking room and
Mm-hmm.
get shit to the point where they're like, let me go listen to this shit all over again in the shower.
Right.
Like, I just want people to enjoy it, and I know that people, we haven't been able to go nowhere like this whole entire time, so just use the time for when that project drops to just rage in your room, bro. Like,
Mm.
rage in your room, don't give a fuck who's watching type shit. Like,
I
don't.
love it. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. And how has Audio Mac, the platform, help you with your music?
Well, you guys have always, like, I've been trending on Audio Max so many times that it's really
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
I really appreciate you guys, and you guys are always just, even since the beginning, and you fucking knew, and you guys showed love, and you guys never judged the different pockets that I went into, and I really, really appreciate that. Putting my shit on blast, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we got the cute pictures up.
Yes. We represent here because we love the artists. You know what I'm saying? We love the artists over here in Audio
Yeah,
Mac.
and I also know that y'all show a lot of love to DMV artists
Oh
too.
yeah,
So I really
definitely.
like that. Like, that's really top tier right there. A lot
Yeah,
of artists from here, all their shit always gets trending on Audio Max. So
that's what's up. You see, try to tell y'all artists, man, get with Audio Mac. But thank you so much, Rico. I really appreciate this conversation. Audio Mac Open Forum Q&A. You let us know who's going to potentially be on the album. You know what I'm saying? The producers. We got to know you, and we love you, Rico. Last but not least, you got 10 seconds. You're on the Audio Mac Island. You can only bring how many things? 3 things with you. What are those 3 things?
I'm
And go.
bringing the backwoods, I'm bringing the weed, and I'm bringing unlimited food. It's
Rico
a
Nasty,
party.
y'all. It's gonna be a beach party. Okay, Rico, we love you, man. We appreciate you. Hey, hey. Make sure you guys go stream that iPhone on Audio Mac. Let's get it trending. #1, baby. Hey, hey. Definitely appreciate you, Rico. And we support you in everything that you do. And we see you, girl, for the black, beautiful queen that you are. Okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good
Okay.
day.
You too. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Hey, hey. Nasty, man. Such an amazing soul, amazing conversation. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and for being here. Audio Mac Open Forum. Do remember to download the app. It's free, 99. But you know what? If you don't want, little something, you want to do a little subscription, you could do that too. But it is definitely for the artists, for you to get your music on, get it trending, and do what you got to do. Shout out to Kim, shout out to Allison, shout out to Audio Mac. I'm out of here. It's your girl, Miss Milan. And all you haters out there, stop fucking talking shit and go get you some money.